What's up, everyone? It's Level Squad, aka Addo Knight, the past or whatever. I'm just out killing some tormented demons. Just because it's nostalgic and yeah, it's enjoyable. You basically go to sleep doing it. They're super easy now. As you can see, I'm in my player-owned Slayer dungeon. I'm wearing full masterwork, I believe. Not trimmed because, not a task or whatever. Just, with my steel titan and everything and just chilling. It's kind of funny because back in the day, tormented demons they were almost seen like a boss. Like they were their own PVM. And today it's just kind of a monster that kind of exists. Back in the day, if you got claws, you were super rich because they sold for tons, and now they're not but like a mill for a set, if that. Actually, last I checked, it was like 600K or less. So like you have to save up your sets that you get dropped to even make anything. But I just wanted to talk about how modern RuneScape kind of feels like a private server if you think about it. Back in the day, for those of us who were broke or whatever, we had to go to we had to use private servers because we couldn't afford to play the live game. Some people go in there to PK and all that stuff. I just wanted to experience the special weapons and all that good stuff because I couldn't really experience it simply because I couldn't afford it. And my parents, they didn't really like me playing video games, so they weren't about to pay for RuneScape. And especially if they knew about all the demons and stuff, I was brought up in like a really like sheltered or whatever. And but now, now that I'm grown or whatever, I can afford to buy monthly. And by the way, if you're trying to sidebar or whatever, if you're trying to build your credit, RuneScape's actually a good way to do it because you can basically pay whatever the fee is and then pay it off over time, and you rack up points and stuff from that. And really, even if you were to use microtransactions, I don't really recommend you do that, but if you were to do it, you could do it. And just using a credit card to do it, you can get cash back and save your money. But anyway, getting back to the whole idea that modern RuneScape is kind of more or less a private server. Back in the day, I used to play. I don't even remember the name of it now, but there was a certain PK server, and one of the bosses that you could fight were tormented demons, and they had like their own little custom area that you fought them at, and there was like one or two spawns, and that was just so another player could get it if they wanted to. And I used to be there. I had just gotten to where I could fight them when that server shut down, or something happened. Either it shut down, or I had to go to school, or something along that line. I just wasn't able to play it anymore after. But now, in live RuneScape, you have your player-owned Slayer dungeon, and you put it up in there, and you can just fight it whenever you want to. And I mean, it's nice, it's chill. As you can see, you don't really even need food anymore. You know, I just have my stuff just in case I need it. But you know, as of right now, you know, this video footage is what, a month old. I've learned how to I've optimized my trips so much to where, you know, nowadays I just go with one prayer renewal, a Guthix rest for emergencies, and some like a restore or two, and that'll last me a whole hour. Yeah, they're not hard at all. Just as long as you have a Titan, you're good. But anyway, back to the private servers. You know, you get a really, there's a certain private server-esque experience you get from RuneScape 3. You know, you got all your teleports or whatever, and a lot of them are free. They're, you know, they're linked to items or whatever. And everything's a teleport nowadays. You know, back in the day, they had, instead of, you know, your Camelot, Lumbridge, all those teleports, they would have your PVM teleport, your PK teleport, and you know, if you were a donator or whatever, they had little donator status teleports. And you know, you're seeing a lot of that nowadays on RuneScape, and I believe Premier Club has their own little custom little items or whatever. And you know, it really does feel like RuneScape has become essentially a private server of its former self. And yeah, I don't know. I guess leave me a message down in the comment section if you think that RuneScape is kind of like a private server now. Yeah. Anyway, there's not any. I'll have pictures of the drops that I got from, I believe, either this trip or there was another one that I did. And at the time of editing this video, I didn't actually see the footage of the one trip. But basically, there was one specific trip I got 2 limbs to drop almost consecutively. But yeah, if you like the video, you know, like, subscribe. This is only my first one for RuneScape, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.